This video is all about atoms. Atoms are the building block of all matter. Everything in the universe is made up of atoms. And there's two major parts to every atom. The first is the nucleus, which is at the center, and the second is the electron cloud, and that surrounds the nucleus. So there's two major parts to an electron, but there's actually three particles that make up an electron, and those are called subatomic particles. The first one is a proton. Protons are the positively charged particles that are in an atom. They are found in the nucleus, and they have a mass of 1 AMU, which stands for atomic mass unit. And I'll talk more about what that is in just a second. The second is a neutron. A neutron has no charge, so it's neutral. It's also found in the nucleus, and just like a proton, it has a mass of 1 atomic mass unit as well. Electrons are the third type of subatomic particle. They are negatively charged, and they are not found in the nucleus. They are found in the electron cloud surrounding the nucleus. Electrons are also significantly smaller than protons and neutrons. So think of a proton and a neutron like a big linebacker on a professional football team, and an electron is like a grain of sand. They are so much smaller that when you talk about the mass of an atom, the electrons don't even factor in because they are so incredibly small. So the entire mass of an atom is basically the proton and the neutron. So an electron, or an atom, the way that we say, what we think it looks like is what's called the electron cloud model right now. That's the current theory of what we think that it actually looks like. So for a long time, people thought that it kind of looked like the solar system, where you have the nucleus would be the sun and the planets orbiting would be the electrons. But we don't think that's the way it is anymore. So what we think is that you have an atom that's composed of the nucleus and the electron cloud. But instead of each electron having its own specific orbit, the electron cloud has energy levels, which are basically layers. And each layer holds a certain number of electrons. And the electrons are going to fill up the energy levels that are closer to the nucleus first. And because each one only holds a certain number, once that and the innermost energy level is full, the next energy level gets filled up. And so because of that, the electron cloud model shows the general area where electrons are found, but not specific places. So you can't look at it and say, one single electron is right here, like you can in the solar system with the planets. And the last thing about atoms are that there is something called valence electrons. And valence electrons are very important because they are the electrons that are found in the outermost energy level of the electron cloud. And we call this the valence shell. And these electrons are the only ones that are involved in bonding. So all of the other electrons in an atom are just there. But the valence electrons are the ones that are really important because anytime an atom reacts with another atom, these are the things that are actually reacting. So valence electrons determine two major things. One, the chemical properties of an atom, and also the reactivity, how likely it is to actually react with another atom. So because of that, the number of valence electrons is really important. So the magic number is 8. 8 is the magic number. It's the most important number when we're talking about atoms. 8 valence electrons means that you have a stable atom, and that atom will not react with any other atoms. There are a couple exceptions to this though. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, and beryllium are so small that they only need 2 valence electrons to be stable.